Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking with Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, get that bell notification on so you don't miss out on the next episode of Rivière-des-Montagnes, our Quebec theme city, and make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps with the channel a lot. Appreciate all the support of the channel, and I love engaging with you guys in the comments, so feel free to leave some comments down below, whether it be suggestions, comments about the city or anything like that, or if you just want to engage and talk about city skylines or the world around us, just feel free. So we're starting out here by the university, which is I believe where we ended off last episode, because I was just doing some transit planning, which is going to be the bulk of today's and tomorrow's episodes, hence the title, Transit Overhaul. Not sure if it's going to be part 1 and part 2 kind of thing, maybe even part 3, or maybe we'll get it all done today, but I don't think we will, based off of what I have planned, because we're going to get some light rail into the city, and we're going to go with the metro. And why the metro? Well, I was debating between trams, and I want to kind of keep it somewhat realistic, and trams in Quebec aren't widely used. I know that they're starting to get some use nowadays. The city of Gatineau, Quebec is looking at getting some trams going, and I know Quebec City is also looking at getting some trams as well, but who knows if that's actually going to happen. I don't, and I'm sure they're trying to figure it out as well. I believe the Gatineau one is actually going to happen though. But we're going to go with subways, but we're going to kind of do a bit of a hybrid system. I want to get some elevated, or not elevated, on the ground rail as well, but we're definitely going to go with the subway under the ground, like a classic metro system throughout the downtown core at least. But I want to make sure that we bring it out of the ground as much as possible as well. Because I think it looks really cool. But while I was doing that, while I was planning things out, we got level 3 on the university. So we're just going to start off today's episode by doing that, adding in the level 3 buildings, and then we'll move over to metro. So yeah, we'll definitely have a part 2 kind of thing. All right, so the next thing we have is the library. So this is going to be interesting because we're talking about how we're going to do the next level up, especially because we're kind of restricted by the slope here and our border. So you know, I think the best option we have is to connect up with this, and this be the end border here. Yeah, so it raises up a bit. That's fine. And then over here maybe we'll just do like a bit of a cooler connection here. We will just do that, and then we'll connect up like so. Oh, that's elevated. Did not mean for that to happen. Let's just go ground level here. All right, change things up a bit. And then over here, we were going to need to use move it, and we're just going to select everything, and we're going to... Whoa, okay, first of all, this one needs to get raised up to an appropriate level. Holy cow. Okay, well, that was really far down. All right, and then from here, we're gonna go all the way down to this way, right to there, and we're gonna say smooth slope. I just wanna see what this is going to do. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then over here is fine. So the next thing is we're going to need to try to find out how we're gonna do the next level. Oop, wrong one. I always mix these two up for some reason. It's a little silly. All right, so let's grab the flattening tool, and you see this thicker white line? I think I'm going to try to grab that. That's still really high, eh? Okay, well, let's see if we can get this to work. Oh, nice. It kind of blends in over here, so this would be a good transition point. So like I said in the last episode, if you missed it, the idea of this university is we're going to try to build it into the hill, so it's going to look pretty ugly to start off with. Like cutting into the mountain, but we're going to fix it up over time. Nice. Okay, that's pretty cool that we can kind of get like a pathway connection up in here and stuff. But I definitely don't like the look of the squared the hitbox of the building. I don't like them showing. And we're going to definitely do like a pretty big detailing event when this is level 5. Oh. I thought that this was just a normal building, so we are going to grab move it here, and we're going to say get to that height please, And that should fix it. Perfect. Alright, let's just smooth this out. And we will smooth that out as well. It's this cliff. I think the idea after, so we're gonna get, next time we get this tile, which is gonna be a pretty tough tile to get, because it's not really much use, to be honest. I think we'll try to get like a nature reserve up in here, and maybe we can kind of cross the mountain that way, kind of like Mont Royal in Montreal, hence the name. But yeah, I think this is gonna work. Let's try to get some pathways in behind it. All right, so I think if we maybe go from here, just connect up like that, and then we're just gonna go just to that there. Yeah, I wonder how this is gonna connect up. Pretend that's stairs. Alright. And we'll go to about there, I guess. Yep, that works. And then we'll swing over. And we'll go to there for now. Alright, I think we can get another set of stairs right here. Alright, great little function here of climbing up this slope, because we need to get this library in, and this is a pretty big building, and it would be really cool to kind of get on the hill, but I'm not sure exactly how this is going to fit. Alright, so this is the main university. It'd be nice to kind of get it over here, but I don't know. Let's get it over here. This will work. Let's try and put it right in the corner. Okay, and then we'll put it up to this height. That works with me. Let's make sure we're recording. Yeah, we are. Jeez, okay. Alright, so let's do the next one, which is the math club. Okay, so these are the kind of buildings I was hoping were going to fit out down over here, and it looks like it will. So we can kind of squeeze them over this way. I think we'll try to put one over here. Yeah, that works. Maybe instead we will rotate it so it's facing this way. That's interesting. Thank you. Let's try to raise this one up a bit so it doesn't look too weird. Yep, that works with me. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. The math club is in the commencement office. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a tricky one to fit. Perhaps we should have put the commencement office over here. But over here would be interesting as well. Be a good view of the city. Now, it does fit absolutely perfectly here, but I don't think it's going to really function properly because of the slope. So why don't we try and get it in over here then. Put it right in this corner here, so we'll need to level it out a bit more. Very cool. This slope is crazy. And academic statue. Okay, so let's get a couple of these in right beside it. Or I guess just one. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna look exactly pretty good. And the School of Medicine. Okay, so this is a building that I was hoping to get, and wow, look at that, that's huge. We really ran out of space, didn't we? Okay, maybe this is gonna go up here. So I'll move these. So I guess we'll need to reclaim some more land, won't we? Alright, so why don't we try to move this one? And we'll just move this over here for now. And then we'll put the commencement office behind that. Alright, so I know the title of this video is Transit Overhaul, or something along those lines. But this is really important for the city, so we're just going to try to fix this first. and then we will get onto our transit. Yeah, you know what? That kind of works. I think if I just maybe manage to scooch it over a bit more. Nice, okay. And then we'll move this. Let's just throw it right here for now. Okay, and then let's get the School of Medicine up there on that hill. Now, the thing about these like schools of medicine, schools of economics and stuff like that, is that they are fantastic to be their own campuses. But I think this building particularly would look just fantastic on this cliff. Now, the thing about the School of Medicine is it could kind of be like a university hospital campus, right? So perhaps what we do instead of this is make this a bit of a road, and we will get a parking lot here. Alright, and then let's go with the tree-lined road. Connect up like that. Alright, and then let's grab this again. Continue it out a bit more. And then let's grab our parking garage. Nice. And then let's get a couple of these right here. Alright, so this kind of works. So we're definitely going to need to make this look a bit nicer, but again, I don't want to focus too much detail on this because we are going to do our subway soon, but I do like the look of that. That's going to look fantastic when the area's all filled in and whatnot. So let's make sure we got everything in from this advancement. Yeah, okay, so let's check to see if we have the attractiveness, and we don't. Okay, so that's fine. What I want to add in is another cafeteria then, and I want to try to mirror this a bit. So we'll just throw that in. And we were debating about last time whether or not we're going to add a second cafeteria in. And we can also add in some more of these math club buildings because they look absolutely phenomenal around the campus area. And they fit in tighter spaces than others, so it's nice to kind of squeeze them in. Let's see if this works right here. Yeah, that looks nice. I know that they're flipping together, but it actually kind of works. And I don't know if this is gonna look nice or not. It looks fine. I wonder if that is also gonna look good. Yeah, I think if we just adjust this one a bit, it might look good. I like getting the buildings to clip together in this. There we go. Almost there. Yeah, cool. It looks like a bit of a bigger build. Oh, never mind. There's a tree in the way. Didn't even notice that. Alright, so I am spending 15 minutes of this episode on the university. Yeah, this looks fine. And then again, this will all get fixed up when we do our detailing of this area. But yeah, this works pretty good. I don't know if that's gotten us. Yeah, it has gotten us to our next level, which is fantastic. Those math club buildings are really, really useful. Highly recommend them. And now let's get into our subway system. So thank you for sticking around to that. Maybe if I remember, I'm going to put a timestamp in so you can skip ahead. You could have skipped ahead. But what's the idea of this subway system, right? So the thing is, we have some towns out over here, which we're definitely not going to get subways to, but at least underground subways. But we definitely can get connections from those towns to the larger rail system, right? The larger mass transit system. So I think the idea is we're definitely going to get a line across, like a straight line between Centreville, Rivière-des-Montagnes, and Plateau. And then we're going to get a second line that's going to connect up to the university and down. And then that's going to also it into our industrial area. And when you're planning a mass transit system this early on in your city, like we're only at like just under 40,000 people, think about the future of the city. And we need an airport in the city. Where's the airport gonna go? Well, like there's not a lot of flat land in this area, right? That's the idea of this map. It's really mountainous and stuff like that. There's a couple spots, perhaps over here, but then you're getting too close to bridges and stuff like that. So I've been eyeing this spot for a little while as this little section right in here as our future airport. It's not going to be a massive airport. It's not a huge city, right? But I think it'll be a good spot. It's really close to this highway, which connects up to our major transit networks, and it's going to be easy to connect our subway to, especially if we get one down here by the industrial area. So this is why I wanted to do part 2, because I knew we were going to have to do some other silly things like the university. But let's first focus on getting our main underground line, which is going to go from Centreville, and it's going to continue outwards this way once we get this tile. But we haven't got that tile yet, so we need to get to 44,000 before we buy this tile, which is definitely going to be the next one we buy. So let's look at this. So I've been kind of eyeing 2 different locations for the connection for the, let's just say this is east-west and then north-south. So for the north-south line, I think I want to get the connection in right here to the university. So we're going to swing it down. And then this also gives us a good opportunity to use this waterfront, which we finished it zoning it, but I purposefully left it open because I knew we were going to have to do something with this area. I know we were thinking about getting a factory out this way too. But let's look at this one being the center point for now, at least. So we're going to go with the underground lines for now. So let's take a quick peek at this. So we're going to go with these underground metro stations. And this is the tricky part, because we need to get 2 of these in at the same area, right? So I think the idea would be this is a much lower one, like this is lower underground, because the other one's going to be a bit more shallow, let's say. So let's get that right here. That building will delete, and then we'll get the other one. Oh, no way, that's slope too steep. Alright, so we're just going to pause, and we're going to move that because... Oh, come on. You know what? It kind of works in this park, then. If we just get this over here. See, the thing is, I don't want too many transfers. Like, too big of transfer area. So why don't we do that, and then we'll move this one. And we'll get it right on the other side of this. Oh, I guess it needs to go this way, doesn't it? Alright, well, let's get it over here then. Alright, and then this will move over. And then, I don't know, I'm making a mess here, aren't I? So we have one there, and then let's get the other one, I guess right here. Because I don't think I can get it right here. Oh, I can. Okay, perfect. Alright, so unfortunately, with this game, there's not like a double, like a Metro crossover. That's just Metro. So the idea is that this one is going to be our east-west, and this one's going to be our north-south. So theoretically, the lines would stack on top of each other, right? But we're just clipping them through each other right now. So let's focus on the east-west line for now. And let's get in a second line, or a second stop. Let's go underground here. So you see how it kind of makes like a cross? Like it works perfectly in the sense that we want it to. Alright, so this is going to continue out this way. So I'm just going to draw the road that we want out a bit. And we're going to get the second stop right here. Ah, darn, out of city limits. Okay, so that's fine. That'll be the end stop for now. But let's look at continuing this downwards. So we're going to go under the church, apparently, which is interesting. So we could theoretically just cross the road with our stops. And this is going to be challenging with the slope too steep. Interesting. Okay, so I don't really want a subway to go underneath the church, because that is just not the most realistic thing. So why don't we put it over here? I know this building looks really cool, but we're just going to delete both of these because I've been playing with this before, and it's impossible to get them to look nice without deleting multiple buildings around it. So hopefully that spawns in and looks pretty nice, but we'll have to just wait and see on that. Alright, so let's look at getting another stop in. So we're going to swing across the road, connect up like that. So we're going to go around the church, kind of. And then we're going to come back over this way. And let's get a stop by the hockey rink. We're just going to swing back and forth, aren't we? It's slope too steep. Okay, well, it looks like we are going to cross the road again. And it's not a bad idea to do this. Perhaps the hockey rink was built at the same time, so the subway goes right underneath it. And a cool thing about Montreal's subways, at least, is that they're not on rails. They're on wheels. They're rubber wheels, so they're really quiet, and they're very fun to ride and to go on, compared to the Toronto subway system, which is the most noisy thing in the world. So, all right. So now we're into Rivière-des-Montagnes, and this is going to be a pretty big stop, I'm assuming. So now we're in over here. We're on this main road, which is now residential, which is probably going to get switched over soon to commercial. And I guess we can get a stop right in here. And then this is going to come over this way. And we'll get a stop right here. Right in this corner would be perfect, but I don't like how it slopes down. We're gonna have to redo all this area anyways, so... Okay, undo that. Just trying to make this flat. There we go. And all this zoning probably went funky, didn't it? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so then let's get that stop in right here. Now I want this right in the corner. Alright, let's check that zoning. Yeah, we don't need a house right there. So, we don't need a house right there either. That would be really noisy. We're definitely gonna have to switch over the zoning here eventually. But alright, so we got that line in place. It goes all the way across. It's gonna swoop down, do a bit of a dipsy doodle because of the hill. And now we're gonna go from here. We're going to curve this way. We're gonna get elevated, go underneath this, or over top of the highway here. And what the heck is happening here? Alright, that fixed itself. So we're gonna go underneath, over top of the highway, connect up, and then this is gonna be a really fun part of the build. We're going to get this one, the bus metro hub, and we are going to kind of redo this little area a bit, because the idea is that this can, so you notice how it has another cross intersection for the subways. So one of them is going to connect up to this line, and the other one might eventually go across this way and connect up to the other line somehow. But we shall see if that is actually going to happen or not. All right, so these are commercial buildings right here. These are residential buildings and residential. So the idea here is we're going to use eminent domain, I think is what it's called. And we are going to rezone this whole area because we are going to use this intersection right here as our bus hub. Alright, so we are going to also take this opportunity to level out the road to the same height as over here. Nice. Big, huge development over in Port and Plateau. Big city expense. Yeah, that's fine. Very Quebec to have some steep slopes. So Oh, I think this one can get lowered a bit. Alright, so it looks like we're just going to finish this line today, and then we will move over to the second line and moving all the buses in tomorrow's episode. Select objects, there we go. Alright, so now that we have that in place, I think some zoning of commercial would be good on either side of this. And then we're also going to take out these houses and make this commercial as well. Actually, let's redo that a bit. I think I want some offices here. Yeah, let's just get some office buildings right here. Alright, that should work. And then why don't we get offices right here as well. It's kind of turning out into like a secondary little hub here. I think it should work out. Alright, so the idea here is that this is a bus hub as well. So these buses can go out to our other towns in Saint Jean, filter into here. Alright, so, oh nice, we're actually getting offices, that's great. And I love the look of this, this is awesome. Okay, so now that we have that in place, we can actually look at connecting it up, because I think this will be the end line for, I don't think we're going to go farther into Plateau. We could theoretically continue it, but this is all a residential area, and I just don't think it's necessary. We'll have a bus run this way or something to connect up to here. And it's also a good endpoint as well, right? Okay, so now that we have this in place, let's look at connecting it. So we need to get to over here. So let's... Why is it deleting things? Collision shouldn't be on for this, right? Ah. There we go. Alright, so we're building a tunnel right here. Let's get to right about there. Let's see if it actually worked. It did. Okay, perfect. Always gotta double check with that. Alright, so now that we're here, we're going to have to do a bit of a interesting maneuver. Let's go with our free-formed road. And we're just going to curve this way. And we're going to raise it up. This house. Alright, let's grab that node. We're just going to swing it out. And then we're going to have to go underground. And grab that other one. It's a bit frustrating to use move it when you need to go underground. There we go. Alright, so it's in the trees, but that is fine. Here, I'm just going to say no trees. There we go. So this one I want to be a bit lower. And we're going to have to swing across right here and then in. To be honest, I thought this was a bit of a steeper hill, but that is fine. This will work out. Wow, this is gonna definitely need to switch some things up apparently. Okay, so perhaps instead we swing it over this way and we bring it down, because this is, I honestly thought this was a bit higher. Because yeah, this is just a bit too unrealistic to try to get this to fit. So let's back it up. Back it up. Okay, so let's remove that and then this. Okay, so we'll get it to come across here, and then we'll swing it down. So perhaps this one is gonna need to change. All right, so let's grab that right there, and then we'll swing it over like this, and then we're gonna go into bridge mode, which I don't think we did there. Perfect. We will readjust this momentarily. Yeah, because this is the height. Okay, let's just back it up first. It's always tricky building tunnels. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so let's swing it out right here like that. And let's bring it up. There we go. And then we will bring it right across. All right, that's fine. We will just readjust it. We'll lower this one. Okay, looks like we need to lower it just a touch more. There we go, that's fine. Okay, and then we will now swing it over. Let's go with ground level here. And then we will go underground. Okay, I think we need to get to -10. Yeah, okay, so this is gonna have to move, this stop. I know we just planted it and it's a bigger deal, but you know, sometimes you gotta change things up. So let's just rezone that in. All right, and then let's look at getting that stop over here. Okay, and we will connect it up like that. And then we'll just swing it over. Could probably get a stop right here, but that's a hill. Yeah, I don't think that's actually gonna work. Okay, so we definitely need to readjust this. Holy cow. What the heck is happening? There we go. So it comes through. Goes down right here. There we go, and then we'll just move it over this way. I'll lower this one down a bit. All right, so it swings down underneath these, connects up over here, and then we will just connect up with some straight roads like that. I know these are pretty close together, but it makes for efficient building. And then over here, I think we just need to do a bit of maneuvering. Oh no, what happened here? Holy moly. This is really unfortunate. Alright, so instead of wasting your time, I'm going to fix that off camera. And I will connect this one up now. Shouldn't have happened. There we go. Alright, so we have a connection over here into our 2-tier system. We swing down, we follow this main road all the way across. And as you see, this black line right here swings over. Very efficient subway system if I don't say so myself. And it comes above ground right here. Crosses the bridge, which needs to be fixed a bit. It's just this node right here. And then this one too. Why don't we just grab all three, and we'll say, have fun at this height. There we go. Actually, they need to be raised up a bit. Yeah, that works. And then it goes underground, and then connects right up into the system right over here. And then that is where we're going to end today's episode, folks. So I hope you enjoyed it. And we did some university building too, which is always fun. And I'll catch you next time. And we'll do part 2. Maybe there'll even be a part 3. Who knows? So have a great day, everyone, and talk to you soon. Peace out.